What's going on, you guys? Sunday night boxing talk, fight weekend recap, November 13th, 2022. Y'all hit that like button as you come on in. Hit that like button, man. It's been a lot of shit been going on this weekend. The style bender reign at middleweight has ended at the hands of Photon. Salute to Anthony Johnson. Oh my goodness. Rest in peace to Anthony Rumble Johnson. For those who don't know, if you don't know now, you know Anthony Rumble Johnson has passed away at the age of 38. Hold on, let me get some stuff on the screen here. At the age of 38, Anthony Rumble Johnson has passed away. Rest in peace to Rumble Johnson, man. Damn. Interesting weekend of fights. Interesting weekend of fights. Montana Love tossed Stevie Spark out of the ring. Dude got some agility. He landed on his feet. Could have been really bad if he was one of those uncoordinated dudes. You know, a Spark landed on his feet and kind of just casually walked off. Referee said, nah, bro. A lot of people feel that Montana Love was looking for a way out. Got cut, got dropped, you know. They felt he was looking for a way out. Yeah, hit that like button for your boys. You come on in. Let me get some of these links out. Yeah. Zanabek went against Denzel Bentley. And Zanabek didn't look as dominant as one would imagine. He's pretty much struggled with this guy. So as far as him beating these top middleweights, nah, we not seeing it. We not believing you, bro. We need to see more of you, bro. Right? People been coming for your boy too about this Spence Thurman thing. They've been coming for your boy for this Spence Thurman thing. And I say this. I feel like I gave a valid reason why I feel it's a 50-50 fight. I didn't say, you see, you can't even have a objective opinion in boxing because there's so many fanboys. But some people go feel that Spence is gonna run this dude out the ring. But I say it's a 50-50 fight. I didn't say that Keith was just gonna go up in there and just style and profile on Errol Spence. Hell no. But my thing is I never seen Spence in there with a guy that can move around like Keith Thurman. That's just what that is. Dudes will damn near come try to whoop your ass just because you say something different. The Boots guys coming after your boy. I say Boots Ennis, he checks all the boxes. But I need to see him hitting the mouth. And I don't mean like literally, but I need to see him in there with an elite fighter that can give him something. A guy that could match his size a little bit. A guy that's not gonna be up in there and be scared like Castillo was after he was talking all that shit prior to the fight. That's all that is. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Sunday night boxing talk, man. What's going on, Wayne Hennessy? I see you in the building. Philly Joe Jones, what's good? Jason Williams, salute. You think Boo Boo deserves an apology? Yeah, man. They owe Boo Boo apology, man. Everybody said Boo Boo was ducking this dude and all this shit, right? Man, Zanderbeck, man, he would have got his ass kicked by Demetrius Andrade. He would have got his butt kicked by Boo Boo Andrade. They tried to hype him up as the next coming of Triple G, but unfortunately for him, he don't have an Abel Sanchez to help promote the hype. Plus, Triple G used the Mexican fan base to kind of catapult his career with this Mexican style moniker. He never even fought like a Mexican. Jabbing G. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Anthony Johnson, man. That was crazy, man. Crazy. Rest in peace to Rumble Johnson, man. Yeah, I feel like I gave a objective reasoning why Wayne Hennessy, um, Spence, and Thurman is closer than people think, and that's really only because I haven't seen Spence in there as a professional with a guy like with a crafty fighter. Really, not a guy that's really crafty. I haven't seen it, bro. So it's kind of hard for me to say that he's gonna go up in there and oogus him. I don't think Errol should take him lightly at all, and I don't think Errol is. I think it's mostly his fans, bro. If you pay attention, Spence himself hasn't said anything about this fight at all. Nat Zay hasn't said anything at all. It's mostly his fans talking that shit, putting all this extra pressure on this dude. But deep down, Spence probably feel like, man, this Keith Thurman's probably a tougher fight now than it would have been years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's probably just because the fact that I don't know. Do we really know where Spence is really at? I don't know. I don't know. Keith did the same shit Errol did. Yeah, man. They both did the same thing. People still actually, while we talking about these welterweights, they still coming for Bud, bro. Every time I turn around, they coming for Crawford, boy. Oh man, he ducked the fight. He ducked the fight. I'm like, oh my god, bro. You say you got money on Thurman? You say you got money on Keith? Let me see what Keith been doing. Keith probably been he probably ain't really did nothing on social media in a minute. Let me see. Let me see what Keith been doing. He ain't got nothing cracking. Keith ain't really social media. He has no social media presence at all. He has none at all. Keith Thurman don't give a damn. You said if Keith had a better midsection, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. But I think Keith's gonna be very weary of Spence. Let's be honest. I mean, we all know Spence's strongest, one of his strengths is his body game. He got excellent body work. Keith gonna be prepared as possible, best as possible. I tell you that. And I don't think Spence gonna have to have that dude sitting still for him to really, you know, he gonna try to have to cut. He gonna be have to chase Keith a lot, probably. He gonna be having to chase Keith, and he gonna have to find Keith. Keith Thurman don't necessarily sit still in the ring. I just watched the Barrio fights the other day. Keith Thurman hardly ever sits still. He's always bouncing. He's light on his feet. He's always giving you different looks, and he throws punches from. He don't really telegraph his punches. That's another thing I noticed about Thurman. Kind of like Crawford, they don't necessarily telegraph their punches. Like you don't know what punch is coming. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Thurman will be on his A game, bro, for sure. He will be on his A game. I'm not saying Keith Thurman's will go out here and just wax Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be closer than people think. There's a reason why Bernstein and these guys feel that Spence is not too keen on fighting him. There's a reason why Spence hasn't came out and really just got him out the way. And there's a reason why WBC just had to mandate this fight. This fight really, let's be honest, this fight should have happened years ago anyway. For whatever reason, it should have happened. It should have happened back when Keith was on top, and it should have happened when Spence was on top. But both guys was playing games. Now the WBC stepped in and making it happen. What's going on, D Young? I see you in the building. And I noticed that the Spence fans not talking about the Thurman fight. They should be excited about that fight. They're not talking about it. You know what they say? They say, oh well, he just gonna knock him out. I'm like, then what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? If he just go up in there and knock this dude out, then he needs to fight tougher fighters. Then, nah, I don't think it's gonna be that fucking easy though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be that easy, bro. Errol Spence know that fight ain't gonna be easy, just like Crawford ain't gonna be easy. Both dudes is two type of styles that he hasn't seen yet as a professional. And like I said, I don't know if that was by design. I don't know if they just moved Spence a certain way. but he ain't been in there with anybody that's crafty like that. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight with Keith plays out. I don't think it's as one-sided as people think. Now, unless Keith Thurman feet stop working and he got cement shoes on and shit, then yeah, Errol Spence go beat the hell out of him. Just like he did Ugas. Ugas had cement in his shoes. He wasn't moving his legs and shit. Then Spence will beat the hell out of you. If you a dude that ain't got good feet, Spence will beat the hell out of you. But you got good quick feet, you can make something happen. That's what I noticed. Sean Porter got quick feet. He ain't got the best footwork, but he got quick feet. And we saw what type of fight that was. It was a split decision. It was a split decision. So foot speed is probably Spence's Achilles heel. We haven't seen him in there with too many dudes with quick feet. Kell Brook ain't necessarily got quick feet. You think they will announce the fight this year? You talking about the Thurman Spence fight? Nah, I don't know, bro. That fight might be for January or something. Yo, hit that like button for your boy, man. I know this channel is going to be slow for a while until things really get going. You know how the YouTube algorithm works. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hit that like button for your boy. You said, and Arrow, don't try to box Keith. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's right. Let me see. But what you guys think about let's do this recap. Montana Love, man. Let me go to this dude's page real quick. Cause he tossing dudes out the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a sign of poor IQ in there. Yeah, he got some talent and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got talent, but yeah, see, they ain't gonna have him tossing old boy. Let me go to the video where he was tossing old boy. The zone probably got it. You know the zone got it. Floyd Mayweather fought Deji today too, by the way. I don't know why he fought Deji. Let me see. How did that fight play out even? They say he was hitting mitts between rounds and shit.
It was a bad judgment call tonight. The fight was just getting ready to start to break out. It was turned into a dog fight like we expected and like we wanted, try to get him in them late rounds and, let him shoot us wide. But, obviously the referee ain't give us a chance to get to that point. He just made a quick decision. It was amateur. We appeal it Monday and we're going to run it back here at the same arena and bring it right back.
So he gonna appeal that ruling from the ref. It should have been a DQ. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he did toss that motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? He tossed old boy up out of there. Why? I don't know. Let me see. Tommy Fury. Yeah, Tommy Fury missed weight or some shit. Jake Paul was there heckling him in the crowd.
You are a fucking amateur still. This is embarrassing. You have no dick. You have no dick. You have no dick.
He's sitting there heckling him. That wouldn't really be allowed in other sports like that, but I guess Jake Paul can do whatever he wants to do. I don't know. I don't know what his Floyd fight is at, but this is old boy getting tossed.
Remember, we go to the scorecards after 4, and Stevie Spark has already scored a knockdown.
Hey, Stevie Spark is on his ass.
Stevie Spark over the top rope.
That sounds like some WWE shit. He said, Stevie Spark over the top ropes. Dude landed on his feet like a pro wrestler and shit. Hold up, man.
And he sticks the
Look at Stevie.
That was a very athletic.
Yeah, he's athletic. He got some dexterity on him. Yeah. Montana Love was struggling with old boy, man. He tossed him out. You said Love is overrated. Man, he ain't. That was his coming home party, man. They ain't about to go out there to Cleveland again after that shit, bro. It did sound like the WWE, didn't it? Sound just like the WWE. Damn, the Zone put on WWE events and shit. And then this dude walked out of there with the WWF belt and shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't care either. He's smiling and everything like he did something, man. Yeah, they go rule it. They go try to fight to appeal that shit, man. You know, let me see what ESPN got. See this Zanabek. He fought a tough decision to Denzel Bentley. Bob Arum was just saying that he was paid dudes top dollar to fight old boy. Oh, here we go. ESPN got it.
Right hand.
Deji's looking a bit more tired
Oh,
now.
here comes Floyd. Big hook. Right hand. Uppercut on Deji. That hurt him. Left hook. That hurt him. Right hand. Left hook. Oh, my goodness.
No, it's a bit
And that's
early.
it?
It's a
And
bit
that's
early
it.
that.
Right hand.
Deji's looking a bit.
Floyd still got old boy as his ref, man. Let's see. Oh shit! Wait, what happened here? This dude like he got knocked out. Damn! Who is that? Emilio Vargas? Man, you was out, bro. There's no protest. Oh my god! Damn, these are just some of the stuff that happened this weekend, you guys. Let's see. Here's the fight. Oh. Zanabek looked tired. Oh my God. The Kazakhstan. I don't know, but honestly, you guys, I feel the UFC stole the show last night. UFC stole the show. Unfortunately, I can't show none of that stuff because they don't play no games. But I feel that the UFC stole the show last night. Here go the updated pound for pound rankings. Terrence Crawford still number 1. Naoya Inoue number 2. The Big Fish is number 3. Usyk is number 4. Canelo number 5. Tyson Fury shouldn't be on the list, but he's number 6. Bivol should be 6, but he's number 7. Devin Haney's number 8. Arthur Beterbiev number 9. Score Stevenson's 10. Terrence Crawford still remains the pound for pound king in the sport of boxing. And the haters are mad. They are so mad that ESPN is still showing love to Terrence Crawford. But what I say is this. He got almost 40 fights. He's Terrence Crawford. He's been on the list longer than anybody that's been on there. Just because the later part of his career has been kind of slow. Shit. He's still lapping these dudes. He's lapping these dudes. Look at that. People in the comment section talking shit about Bud being number 1. It says Crawford at number 1 is a joke. The list lost credibility at Crawford number 1, Bivol at 7. Yeah, people mad. Bud's still number 1. I think Crawford number 1 is very questionable. Yeah. How does Crawford get this much credit? I will never understand. Damn. People hate Bud is public enemy number 1, you guys. They hate Bud. What's going on? You say, how is Shakur over Jamel? Y'all go scratch my boy YSM Sports Media. Yeah, how is he? They don't, bro, the media and shit, they don't like Jamel, dog. They don't like Jamel. They do not like Jamel Charlo, bro. They don't like him. Where is Jamel Charlo? He should be on the list. He's not even on the list at all. Yeah, he's not even on the list. They don't count Canelo's loss to Bivol, huh? Yeah. You said Bud a duck, bro. How's he a duck? B House Promotions, how's Bud a duck? How's he a duck? Because Floyd Mayweather, I'm tired of even explaining that shit. Floyd Mayweather told us like 2 weeks prior to Crawford Avaresian, us hearing about it, he told us the fight wasn't happening. He already told us the shit wasn't happening. Never came out and said why. Crawford came out and told you guys why. Y'all didn't want to believe it. Spence had ghostwriters and shit on his Twitter. Y'all believe that. But Spence don't even know why the fight ain't happened. He don't even really know why it didn't happen. He was too busy on TikTok with his fucking girl making skits and shit to even know what was going on in negotiations. They stalled out Crawford because they know this fucking dude ain't ready. That's the truth. They know he ain't fucking ready for him. That's what it is. They stalled it out for 6 months. They knew he was coming. This whole 6-month long process. Spence wasn't ready. He's still doing shit. You said why he ain't fighting none of the top 3 in the sanctions? Because, man, that's just who he fighting. So you mean to tell me Boots Ennis, who fights for Showtime, Virgil Ortiz, who fights for Golden Boy DAZN, will sign a contract, a quick turnaround. This is a short notice fight. This isn't like a normal fight to prepare for a guy like Crawford. You really think that they will put their motherfuckers in there with Terrence Crawford in a month? Sign a contract. Let's get it on right away. Boom, boom, bam. Nah, bro. To go over there on Black Prime at that. You think Showtime, Cameron Duncan, whoever, will let Jerron Ennis go over there to Black Prime? You think Oscar would have let Virgil go over there to Black Prime and get the bag to get beat up on by Terrence Crawford less than a month to prepare for him? Nah, bro. See, look, that's what I'm saying. When I drop these facts out there, they just say this like nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't saying nothing, B-House Promotions. And we already knew if this fight didn't happen, that Crawford was going to be the blame for it. This nigga did every fucking thing this stupid ass boxing world asked. As stubborn as that nigga is, he did everything everybody asked of him, bro. He went to their side of the street, all types of shit. Took the 35%. He just wanted transparency over the money. Oh, no, we can't do that. We'll get back to you. My mother's sick. I'll holler at you. Oh, we haven't heard nothing. Well, I got to get moving, bro. I got a family to feed. I ain't fight all motherfucking year. Black Prime, these investors over here, probably Hove is probably dealing with them, putting a bag on the table to start this new organization. Hell yeah, I'll be the front runner. Call up AB. Boom, AB over there too, getting the bag. Spence Crawford wasn't happening this year. But it's easy to blame Bud because everybody's so, like, it's like some gang shit. Pro PBC, pro Top Rank. Everybody just caught up into that fucking web of fucking bullshit. Why ain't the Tank Ryan fight made already? That shit should have been made already. Still ain't gonna get made. It probably won't get made till next year. Crawford Spence wasn't happening till next year anyway. So if Crawford didn't fight this year, he'd been in negotiations. Let's just say this. They were still in negotiations. People were like, Crawford didn't fight in 2022. Bro, he's that nigga that can't win for losing in the sport of boxing. Damn if he do, damn if he don't. I'm glad he went for the bag. Fuck y'all. I'm glad Bud went for the bag. $10 million to fight Avaresian? Fuck y'all. I'm going for that. Had me sitting around for 6 months in negotiations to fight this nigga. Give me the motherfucking money. Let's get this show on the road for Omaha. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad Bud made that move. Yeah, Buddy Bags in this bitch. We wearing our suits now. We got the juice now. Every day, motherfuckers inboxing me, showing me shit like, bro, I don't give a shit. Spence didn't. The motherfucker, if Errol Spence truly wanted to fight, he would have made motherfucking sure Al fucking Heyman made that fucking fight. Period. Crawford is a special guest. We must treat him like he should be treated. Give him what he wants. Let's get this show in the world for boxing. He wasn't even getting a 60-40. He was getting a 35 with no guarantee. No guarantee money. But now he's the fucking duck out here in these streets. Oh, well, why didn't he fight Boots? Oh, why didn't he fight Virgil? They wouldn't have fought that motherfucking killer in a fucking month. They wouldn't go do it. Avaresian is an older fighter who's got some momentum, 6-fight chemistry, top 10 guy still. He ain't got shit to lose. Them little niggas got shit to lose. There's not putting them fighters in there. Crawford spared them little niggas. They was not going to put them in there with Crawford to fight on another promotional company. That wasn't going to happen. But we know this is what Frank Warren does in Queensberry. He lets his fighters go and fight at other promotions. They was not about to let Boots go over there and fight Crawford like that, bro. Because that's where it was going to have to be. On his terms, everything, boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now, I have a reason to sign that shit in a month. He's a fighter with nothing to lose. He probably will never get an opportunity like this. Of course, he's going to take it. His career high payday for him. You said Bud ain't smart. Bud real fucking smart. He had a fucking plan B. And he told everybody that he was going to fight with or without Spence this year. And he made it happen quick. And he's getting a fucking high guarantee to fight him. And his own pay-per-view. People say nobody care about Bud. Nobody want to work with Bud. I remember that when he first came free agent. Eddie Hearn talking that shit. When he found Black Prime. They want to fuck with Bud. And niggas still mad. They still finding some shit to hate on. They still finding stuff to hate on. If Errol Spence truly wanted that fight, he would have made sure his advisor, he would have advised his advisor to do whatever it took to make the fucking fight. Do whatever it took. But nah, he wasn't ready this year. He was too busy on TikTok. He was too busy going to Disneyland and shit. While Crawford bumping shoulders with these celebrities, letting everybody know we about to possibly be fighting us. You get ready for it. Couldn't even. What he say? You couldn't even find Spence. Where was he at? Dude was nowhere to be found for months until recently. Until about a month and a half, 2 months. About a month and a half ago, he resurfaced. He was gone throughout the mass majority of the negotiations. We haven't heard nothing. Say something, bro. His fans was begging him to come out and speak. Tell him what's going on. And now that he know the fight ain't happening, now here he come. Crawford moved on. The real reason why people mad though is because Bud getting a lot of fucking money. He's getting a lot of money. He's getting some activity going. At 35 years old, he can't afford to sit out for a fucking year. You fucking numbskulls. I swear boxing fans got to be some of the stupidest fans in the world. Yeah, I said it. 35 years old. Just sat out a whole year. Playing around in negotiations. Fuck you. I'm going for this bag. See you next year, motherfucker. You better be ready. Circle around the block. I'll be standing here waiting. That shit wasn't happening this year anyway. PBC dropped the ball on the fight. I'm not even necessarily blaming Spence. I think he should have been more hands-on, but he put a lot of trust into some people, and they dropped the fucking ball on the fight. He puts trust in some people. Bud said, look, how about this? I get my lawyer. You get Spence, and we go come to the table. We just make this thing happen right now. Oh, well, never in boxing has this been done. Come on, Al. Do you want to make the fight or what, bro? Nah, right then and there, they didn't want the fight. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Yeah, he found Spence $25 million. Spence asked, well, what about the back end? Well, who's endorsing the hedge fund? Nigga, I can't tell you that shit, bro. You know who this dude is? It's probably Jay-Z, bro. Hov probably low-key trying to get back into boxing. Yeah, I slipped that out there. Jay-Z probably trying to get back into fucking boxing, bro. You can't just come out and say, oh, well, Jay-Z's fronting from Bill. Nah, because he beefing with Al. There's a little beef there. But if you want this $25 million guarantee, and you know it's going to be on pay-per-view, come over to Black Prime. Nah, man, what about the back end? Fuck the back end. Nigga, we getting $25 million up front. $25 million. These niggas ain't making no $100 million in back end money, no $40 million in back end money. Give me the $25 million up front. I'm not waiting on none on no back end. Give me the front end money. Give me that $25 million up front. You crazy as hell. Pay-per-view is a fucking dead deal. It's a too much of a risk. Give me the upfront money. And then we see what we can get on the pay-per-view. It's a no-brainer, bro. People is too caught up into how these niggas doing shit and they think it's cool. I think it's stupid. I think it's bullshit. Them niggas ain't making $100 million on the back end, no shit like that, bro. They not. Remember the Charlo situation? How that nigga card declining this shit? Bro, come on, bro. These now I will say they probably doing a lot of smart things with their money. Guys like Danny doing a lot of smart things with their money. But man, it's not like they're getting like $50, $60 million in back end money. Man, they offering Canelo Alvarez $40 million up front and shit, bro. They offering him $40 million guarantee up front. They didn't give Crawford shit. They didn't get his black ass shit. So I want to hear nothing from you stupid niggas on the fucking internet when these niggas offering Canelo and Triple G these outstanding guarantees, but this black fighter is considered the best fighter. Nah, we ain't gonna give him no guarantee. Nah, we ain't gonna give him shit. We want him to walk away from this so we can age him out even longer. Nah, they ain't about to do that. I'm about to fight this year, get this bag, and then we go, nah, yesterday's price ain't gonna be today's price. I'm Buddy Bags. He said, Bud is so dumb. He think 10 million bigger. Bro, that fight wasn't happening this year. Floyd Heyman told us it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. Crawford did. So if Crawford didn't fight Avaresian and Floyd told us the fight didn't happen, Crawford never was fighting Avaresian, you motherfuckers will be out here saying, he didn't fight at all this year. But since this dude who y'all say is dumb decides to go fight somebody, get a lot of money for it, and get some work in this year, oh, well, he ducking now. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. These dudes crazy, bro. I wish my other channel was lit, bro. I have a lot more people up in here smoking. Hit that like button, man. Because these dudes tripping. Every day, they dissecting reasons why Crawford ducked the fight. How about we try to figure out why Spence is doing TikTok videos and shit? That wasn't no fucking... Man, and look, initially when that video came out, because people saying it was fake and shit, right? I mean, if it was fake, he deserves a fucking Academy Award. But they said that video was fake, right? When it first came out, nobody said nothing. I had the panel open for 2 hours. No Spence fans showed up with no answers. They waited a whole day before they got their fucking story together. Now it's fake, and now fans are stupid from believing it. Man, stop. Why he put that goofy shit on the fucking internet anyway? He should be in a gym training. They come out and cover that shit up with anything. Oh, well, it was just a skit. His girl was just playing. Yeah. If they were just playing, man, they've been practicing that shit a lot because that shit seemed real as a motherfucker. Oscar worthy. You say if you know the fight that happened in number 2, bro, tell Spence to go to Black Prime if he really wanted to fucking fight. Tell Errol Spence to go to Black Prime. I guarantee that fight will get made, bro. But nah, he ain't gonna never fucking... No, he's not his own boss. And I will never let him go over there and make all that money without him, especially with dudes that's potentially rivals. It's not happening, bro. So Crawford got to go over there once again and deal with them. Get the low ball cut. Do this. Do shit their way. Instead of going to Black Prime way, get this guarantee. Let's put this on pay-per-view and let's get this show on the fucking road. Nah, we got to do it the hard way. We got to come on his side of the street again. Come on, man. He had the lead Top Rank, and they made it seem like, for years, they made it seem like Top Rank was the issue. I think Top Rank would have been the solution. I think that would have been a solution. Now looking back, Top Rank would have been a solution to resolve this fucking issue. Because they act like they ain't got money to pay this dude. But they sure open up the vote for Canelo to come over there for $40 million for 3 guys. Nah, whatever it was a lot of money they offered Canelo. But now they didn't want to give Bud a $10 million guarantee. That's the magic number you hear keep talking about all the damn time, $10 million. They can't even get at the Bud. Nah, we ain't gonna give you no guarantee. And yeah, we ain't gonna give you no guarantee. And you go take this 35%. We gave Ugis in them. You know, everybody else got a nice little guarantee, but now we ain't gonna give you that shit, bro. Nah, We want to find a way for you to walk away from the fight. Yeah, that's the narrative I'm pushing. Yeah. We gonna find a way for you to walk away from this fight. I agreed to all they BS. That's what Bud said. I agreed to all they BS. He agreed to it all. And then in the end, he just wanted some transparency over the funds. Motherfucker, I need a check stub. I got to file taxes. Oh, no, we can't let you see that. We don't let you see the books. But they all let us. Look, man. I don't think they did this thing in good faith since the beginning, bro. We heard what they were saying before he even came over there. Oh, well, he got to be realistic. And okay, well, I agree to everything y'all throwing at me. Now what? Oh, well, but, you know, it's easier to just blame Crawford than to, it's easier to blame Bud for it not to happen than it is for Spence or his handlers. It's easier just to blame Bud. But Bud is smarter than people think. Because if he hadn't had this plan B, and at 35 years old, he would have essentially sat out all year. But he had a plan B against a solid guy who's coming off some fucking like a 6-fight knockout streak. He's not some dude who ain't been doing shit. He's a top 10 welterweight. He's one of the top guys in WBO. He was a guy who was willing to sign a contract in 24 hours. He's a guy with really nothing to lose. Make it happen. I need to get some work this year. Career high payday for both dudes, or guarantees or whatever, right? Let's get this show on the road. So no, it was a smart of Crawford to have that in his back pocket if this Spence fight wasn't going to happen. The clock was ticking. We was talking about November 19th for months. That became a historic holiday in boxing, damn near. The fight that never happened, November 19th. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell. You said Spence, Thurman ain't 50-50. It's not even close. Okay, so if it's not close, then why Spence just didn't get him out the way? Oh, well, you know, he didn't fight him. I don't care. If you don't like him, go beat his ass, bro. If you don't like him, go beat him up. Spence and Thurman is a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Errol Spence, like I keep asking you, I don't think that Dennis Ugis gave Errol Spence a fuck enough. Not to mention Errol Spence was making rookie mistakes in that fight. Mistakes he wouldn't be able to afford to make against a guy like Thurman. He just wouldn't. Thurman has much better feet. Errol Spence, he struggles. I believe he'll struggle with a dude with fast feet. We ain't seen him in there with too many dudes with fast feet. But when we did see him in there, and Sean Porter is not necessarily don't have great footwork, but he got fast feet. He struggled. Kell Brook don't got fast feet. He get up in there with a dude with quick feet, we go see something different. Because last time we seen him in there with somebody with quick feet, as an amateur, he couldn't do shit with that dude. I'm just saying. And throughout his career as a professional, we haven't seen him in there with somebody fleet-footed. I'm not saying Keith Thurman goes in there and just beats fucking Spence, bro. But you can't say anything is 50-50 with Spence or anything like that with Errol Spence because, well, he's the boxing's next best thing coming. He's God of boxing. He's thou holy one. O thine one and shit. It's 50-50, bro. Both guys have some spots of inactivity. Both guys been off due to injuries. Both guys fought the same guys. But stylistically, Errol Spence ain't been in there with nobody like that. If he could stop Keith Thurman from moving, if he could pin him, if he can cut the ring off and tear that body up, then we already know what's going to happen. Now, Keith Thurman is a survivor, though. Yeah, he gets hurt to the body, but he's never been stopped to the body or no shit like that. Most dudes, they get hurt to the body, they done. Keith Thurman, yeah, he gets hurt, but he figures it out. I think it's closer than people think. I'm not saying that Keith Thurman's gonna go up in there and beat the shit out of him, but stylistically, I think he could pose some problems for Errol Spence. Yeah, I seen what Bradley said. Yeah, Bradley said that he said that Spence destroys him basically. But nah, I don't believe that. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. And I usually agree with Timothy Bradley, but I don't necessarily agree with that. And I'm not even like the biggest Keith Thurman fan, but stylistically, I'm just looking at the style matchup. Stylistically, Errol Spence simply just had maybe it's by design that he's never really been in there with anybody that's fleet-footed that could kind of make him look bad. That's real fast. That's fast. And we seen when he was in there with a somewhat fast dude like Sean Porter, we saw what happened. It was a split decision fight. Yeah, I didn't think Ugas was gonna stand still like a pinata either, but he did. He just stood still. He hit Ugas. I mean, he hit Spence, and then he just froze up. Like, oh my God, was I supposed to do that? Like, come on, man. Ugas didn't fight with that same intensity that he had against Manny for whatever reason. Now, it could have been because Spence beat the fight out of him. It could have been for whatever reason. But he didn't have that same intensity. And then he literally stood in front of a guy. And this is what I said about Lamont Peterson, too. Why would you stand in front of Errol Spence and fight him like that? Like, why would you do that? That's like you giving that's stupid. It doesn't make sense. Why would you stand in front of this guy? So he could tee off on your body and tear you up? And then he fight a lot of dudes that stand there with the fucking high guard. And he just pounds on them and shit. He just pounds on them. Stylistically, Spence is pretty boring. I don't hate Spence. I think he's very good fundamentally. But he's boring, bro. And you close your eyes, you know what Spence is going to do. You know what type of fight he's going to bring. However, are you going to be able to deal with it? I think a guy like Keith Thurman who could fight going backwards, laterally, could deal with it. As long as he don't get caught with nothing, right? Errol Spence isn't the fastest guy either. At 40 years old, Manny Pacquiao is still a much faster guy than Errol Spence. Errol Spence isn't the fastest guy at the weight either. Yeah, Lamont was pretty much done, bro. Lamont was like kind of, he was done at that. He was done anyway, but I still wonder why he just sat there and just like he didn't move around or nothing. Like you got to make a guy like Spence, you got to make him work. You got to make him work for that because he's a seek and destroy guy. So you got to make him seek you out. And a lot of these dudes don't have him doing a lot of seeking. They standing right there in front of him. So he ain't got to do no harming. They right there. Stylistically, though, Spence is pretty boring, bro. He's boring. ABC 1, 2, 3. If he's in there with somebody with some speed, I think it's gonna be interesting. And a guy like Sean, he got some speed, but Sean Porter's he coming at you like a bulldog. Keith Thurman, he's not going to be coming at you like a bulldog. He's going to be moving all kinds of different angles. A guy like Crawford, he's going to be giving you all kinds of different looks and angles and shit. We ain't seen Buddy in there with nobody that could do what those two fighters could do. And he ain't coming out talking about that Thurman fight. Y'all barely talking about it. Y'all just saying that Spence just go beat him up. Like y'all, you know, I mean, if he's just go beat him up, then he should have been did that. Then there wouldn't even be no Keith Thurman right now. And then if Thurman beats Spence, there likely to be some type of rematch. And then that's you might as well forget about the Crawford fight. You might as well forget about it. Because Spence probably ain't gonna fight Thurman probably to about February. Maybe sometime in January. Maybe sometime in January. You said Spence equals Tim Duncan. Yeah, man, he's pretty boring. He got really good fundamentals, though. You know what I'm saying? He got really, really good fundamentals. Really good textbook fighter. Don't really like to waste punches and shit. A strong high guard. But for what Spence, for what he makes up for with his basic style, he's a big, strong dude. He's big and strong in there. And he got a really good motor on him. And he don't have that like blasting sharp KO power, but that motherfucker, he's like a black Golovkin. You said Bud should have been beat David. He about to beat him now, real quick too. Coming soon in a few weeks. He gonna beat him in a few weeks. Get him out the way, and then we go see what Spence talking about. This is unfortunate for Spence. They should have that's why Spence handler should have made the fight, bro. They should have made the fight for Crawford, bro, and Spence. They should have made that shit. Now Spence got to deal with these mandatories and shit. How they go get out of this? And then WBC stepped in front of everybody. So Boots and them just sitting around. WBC stepped in and said, nah, Thurman's fighting first. So that's where we at now. That's where we at now. It's because they didn't make the fight with Crawford. They should have made that fight. That fight should have been made in September. That fight should have been done in September. It should have been done in September. Oh, no. It should have been done in like July. Late July, that fight should have been done. And then we should have been talking about it for a few months. And then November 19th, we'll be here, like next week. We'll be excited for the Spence Crawford fight. But nah, they didn't make the fight, bro. We gonna blame Bud. Yeah, because that's the easy thing to do. We not gonna never dare. We wouldn't dare blame Spence and PBC. We know they can do no wrong in this motherfucker. Nah, man, Spence was nowhere to be found. He should have been hands-on in making that fight. If he's his own boss, he should have been hands-on in making that motherfucking fight to make sure it happened. But nah, they didn't do that. Bud was hands-on with the fight. He got hands-on with it. Talking to Al directly. What was Spence at when Crawford was talking to Al? He should have been there too. With the lawyer. They should have made the fight right then and there. Nah, they didn't do that. Crawford said, I got the money in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like Wilder said to AJ, I got the money in the bag, the 50 million and shit. Got the money in the bag. Oh, well, where did it come from? And all that shit. Spence did the same thing AJ did. Oh, where did it come from? Motherfucker, I got $25 million a piece for us right here, bro. Oh, well, what about the back end? Well, where's it coming from? Don't worry about it. Some hood shit. We got it. Motherfucker. He said Bud needs a tune-up Crawford his name. He didn't fight all year. Hey, bro, they saying it was a skit, Damone Daniels. They saying it was a skit. They took a whole day for them to come out and say that was a skit, though. Because remember, we went live right after that shit happened. Right after that video got released, we went live and we was talking about, we was trying to look for answers. Like, what is this? What's going on here? Like, what is it? But of course, they came out with a story. Oh, well, it was fake and it was acting. I mean, hell of a job. They must rehearse the shit out of that. He spent a lot of time acting. He need to be in the gym training. Because that was a good performance from Spence. And this girl did a phenomenal job as well. They should get nominated. If that shit was fake. Of course they go cover it up though. I mean, come on, man. They go find it. If it was real, we already know they're gonna find a way to cover it up. It don't even matter if it was real or not. But Crawford did say, I'm going off of what Bud said. He said, look, man, I heard what you've been doing. I know why they really started to fight. I heard what you've been doing. You need to stop doing that shit. That's what Bud said. None of the bigger channels was talking about that. They didn't want to look at that. They didn't want to look into why he said that or what. They didn't think about that. Nah, they didn't want to do that at all. Then a few days later, he come out with a video of him like whatever the fuck that was. I don't know nothing about no TikTok or what they doing right now. But for all I know, that video was an IG story video. That's all I know. And it looked crazy. It looked crazy as hell. You said how many pay-per-views I think Bud go do? What's going on, Lost Art of Boxing? He says, I think Bud, his value about to go down. His value about to go down. Bro, I swear, B-House Promotions is one of the many dudes that wants Crawford to fail. I never seen anything like it. I don't want Spence to fail or no crazy shit. But these dudes make it their agenda of the day. Loyal to the game. All these guys, they make it their agenda to just we hate Terrence Crawford. They hate Bud, bro. These dudes, bro, boxing ego, he out here talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers doing their job, man. They coming for the black fighter harder than they came from any of these other guys, bro. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. This dude did everything fans asked of him, bro. He fought Sean Porter. He did what Keith Thurman told him to do. Keith Thurman said, what Keith Thurman tell him to do? Fight Amir Khan or somebody. I'm not a believer in Terrence Crawford. He needs to fight Amir Khan. He fought Amir Khan. Oh, well, Amir Khan was bumming. Bro. Oh, he need to beat somebody like Kell Brook. He beats Kell Brook in 4 rounds. Oh, man, Kell Brook was shot. He was washed up. He needs to fight Sean Porter. Fight Sean Porter. Yeah, we was trying to get the Crawford fight back then. Everybody was trying to say, oh, he needs to fight Porter first. Yeah, fight Sean Porter first. Sean Porter crosses the street like a G and goes over there and fights Terrence Crawford. He loses. Oh, well, Sean Porter was out the door anyway. Come on, bro. Oh, well, he needs to leave Top Rank if he wants to fight. Yeah, he on the wrong side of the street. He leaves Top Rank in an emphatic fashion. He goes over there to PPC doors. Before he even get to the door, Tim Smith and them talking about Stephen fucking Espinoza talking about, oh, well, you know, Kinahan, and he has to be reasonable, and I don't want to disrespect this guy, and all this shit, man. So he gets in there. Next thing we know is a long 6-month private negotiation process. 6 months. Stuff start leaking out from insiders and shit. Crawford finally Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Heyman comes out and says, I'm Al Heyman. And that fight ain't happening somewhere down in the near future. Steven Espinoza come out and says something totally different. These two guys supposed to be on the same side. They're on two different fucking pages. Y'all ain't even looking into any of that. Y'all just want to, it's easier just to blame Crawford than to look into any of that. I have no horse in the race when it comes to, I just want to see the best fights. But I noticed that it's just easier to blame Terrence Crawford. It's just easier to blame Bud. And then Floyd Mayweather comes out and tells us this fight ain't happening to the near future, right? Espinoza says something totally different. Then 2 weeks later, Crawford, Spence comes out on tweet saying some shit. Crawford Aborigine gets announced or said that's in the works or whatever. With some new promotion called BLK Prime. Boxing fans going to a frenzy. But not remembering when Crawford said, I'm fighting this year with or without Spence. Then Crawford comes out with a live video after your boy Bushido on the main dojo, on the main channel, was saying that Crawford should come out and address this shit. He comes out and actually addresses it, right? And tells his side of the story. Now, Crawford, we ain't never known him to be a liar. He's not even a dude that be talking. He don't even talk. But he came out on camera live and told his side of the story of what happened with that fight and why it didn't happen. Guess what? We gonna still blame Bud. It takes Spence a whole 14 to 16 hours to get his story together. Why? Because he didn't know how to rebuttal that. He didn't know how to respond to that because he didn't know all those details. A lot of those details he probably didn't even know about. That's why he had ghostwriters on his Twitter. That's why he had ghostwriters on his Twitter. He don't type like that. He barely go a complete fucking sentence, bro. They lazy with that shit. He ain't doing all that. They lazy with that Twitter shit, these athletes and shit. They just type anything. They don't care. It took him hours to get all that together. Terrence Crawford gave the world a notice that he was going live. Everybody coming here live. I'll be at live 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if Spence had ample amount of time, I know he heard about it. He could have hopped on that live to debate that fucking shit. Nah, he didn't do it. Why? Because he's the Pootie Tang of boxing. He ain't got to say shit. His fans are going to do the work for him. And then it's going to be hashtag blame Bud anyway. If Crawford didn't fight this year, the narrative would be, well, Crawford hasn't fought since last year. He ain't got no promoter and all that shit. But since he found somebody that's willing to invest a lot of money into him, to pay him a lot of money to fight at home, dude's mad out here. So now it's really easy to blame Bud because he's fighting somebody else instead of Spence. And now the worst case scenario for Spence, like I've said for months, will be for him not to fight Crawford and have to deal with these mandatories or possibly a Keith Thurman, a guy he's reluctant on fighting for whatever reason. That's what fucking happened. All this other shit is bullshit. PBC dropped the ball on the fight. The only blame I put on Spence is that he should have been more hands-on and he should have made sure it happened. But they dropped the ball on the fight, maybe because they know what Crawford said was true. Maybe that shit was true. Maybe this little skit, quote unquote, this fake skit, maybe what the fuck was that? It's a cover up and shit. Maybe it is. Crawford say, oh, look, man, you need to stop doing what you're doing, bro. I heard about what you're doing. People over there be talking. Leaked audios and all this other shit, right? Like I said, it's easier just to blame Crawford. Yeah, he was be a challenger sometimes. Yeah, Jamel. Tell him to be a challenger sometimes. He was being a challenger. He still didn't get the fight. You know what I'm saying? He was a challenger. He still didn't get the fight. And now he got to fight Keith Thurman. A fight he didn't really want. Damone Daniels says, how did Ugas, Mikey, Danny, Sean, Al guarantees 50-40%, but Bud gets disrespected with a low ball offer and no guarantees, but they wanted to make the fight. Yeah, right. Come on, bro. That alone, like, oh, well, that's because they were sounding PBC Al Heyman. Okay. But Crawford is a special guest. Better than all those fucking guys. No disrespect. He's a better fighter than all them dudes. He should have getting a 40% and a guarantee. But nah, they ain't gonna open up the vote for Bud. They ain't gonna get Bud $10 million guarantee and a 40% split. They wasn't gonna ever do that. Probably because they didn't really want the fight. Probably because they know Spence ain't necessarily ready. Is Spence ready for Crawford? Shit. All this shit could be talk. That's all I'm saying, you guys. I think that they dropped the ball with the fight, man. But it's easier to blame Bud. It's easier to blame Bud, man. But yeah, you guys, I don't want to be too long. Just a recap of what happened tonight. I mean, this past weekend, man. Israel, the last Stylebender Adesanya lost. But he's in good spirits, though. Hold up. Let me show you what he's doing. That's got to be fucking crushing, bro. Israel Adesanya's and finds himself in a really, really sticky situation, man. And he's at a crossroads in his career. 7 million followers, man. He got more followers than these boxers and shit, bro. He says, "What a life, and still standing 10 toes deep in my light. Gratitude will always be my attitude through the good, bad, and ugly, and the beautiful moments in this wild, crazy life. So thank you for the energy. Bless you all." Devin Haney says, "Champion." Yeah, man. Everybody was checking out Izzy last night.
What's the emotion? I'm grateful. Oh, thanks, David. I'm grateful. What a life. What a moment. Fucking crazy, isn't it? Like, similar to the last time. Same story. It's crazy. But, yeah, I was fine. First thing I said to you, Joe, the ref, I
don't want to play too much of that, man. They be fucking on some bullshit, bro. But, yeah, man. Salute to everybody, man. Montana Love. A lot of people feel he looked for a way out against Stevie Spark. He looked for a way out. Did he? I don't know. But he didn't look good in the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look good in the fight. Hey, wait. He says, "I love this game. Attacking Titans like this one thrills me. Another chapter to Potan. You won the battle yet again, but the war wages on. The hunter now becomes the hunted. The game's not over." So is he coming after him again? Man, motherfuckers love Adesanya, man. That's how you handle it, man. What's going on, J-Rod? I see you in the building. Yeah, man. About to get ready to close it out. But I'm just going to quick recap of what happened. Stylebender lost. Poirier beat Michael Chandler, for those who don't know. Carla Esperanza got smoked by Liu Kang, Chang Zhe-Wei. What else happened? Janabek struggled against Denzel Bentley. People saying he's overhyped. And what else happened? And that's about it as far as the main fights that happened. You know, I think the UFC stole the show this weekend. Everybody was watching the UFC. So yeah, man. Salute to everybody that stopped in. You know, hit that like button for your boy, man. We still getting this train rolling over here on this channel. Hopefully we can get the main dojo back up sometime next month, early next month. And just keep supporting your boy, man. I'm gonna be here, man. Like, subscribe.